February 2023, McAllen, Texas. Hi, this is Janet, and I'm Sly. Back in 2016, we both decided it was time to stop working, buy an RV, and start traveling the country and the world. And once the RV was pretty much the way we wanted it, we started our travels, and we've been doing it ever since. So join us as we explore this country and the world, and maybe we can even meet up with some of you along the way. This is our second trip to McAllen, Texas. The last time we were here, the high point was going down to SpaceX and watching SpaceX launch their rocket, Starship. This time, we came down here again because now, not only is Starship ready to go, but the booster is ready to go. So, we wanted to see the actual rocket stacked on top of the booster and launch. Well, we kinda saw the rocket stacked on top of the booster, but no luck with the launch. SpaceX wasn't quite ready to launch yet, so I guess we'll miss that. But seeing the rocket all stacked up, wow, that was really, really cool. Just like last time, I'm surprised by how close we can get. I mean, here we are, just feet away from the refueling truck as it fills up the tanks that are going to be used to fill up the booster. The main road that takes you to Boca Chica Beach, which is the road used by anybody who wants to hang on the beach, runs right along SpaceX's property. And from there, you can not only get to the beach, but you can see the rocket up close and personal. Janet and I decided to make a day of it at the beach. We enjoyed the beach, had a little bit of a lunch, and of course, every time we turned back, well, there was the rocket standing there. I mean, where else can you just kind of sit on the beach and watch the waves roll in? Or you can turn around and you can see the rocket as close as it is. It is an exceptional sight. Later on that week, back at the park, Janet and I were startled by a big bang, which turned out to be the transformer right outside the RV. The property management company that takes care of the resort quickly called in for the electricians. They replaced the transformer, and within a few hours we were back up with full power ready to go. In the meantime, it was kind of cool watching them rip out the old transformer and put the new transformer in its place. But of course, during that time, everybody in the park lost power. Except, of course, for Janet and I and others who have a generator, so we never lost power. And speaking of generator, it's time for service. Yep, once a year, the RV goes in and gets the fuel and the oil filters and oil replaced. And this was the time. Of course, this time, we also had to replace the U-joint and stairs. Well, there goes almost $4,000. Oh well, such is life. For our next trip, we headed on down to the Mexican border and decided to cross into Progreso, Mexico. Progreso sits right along the Rio Grande. You cross the bridge, and halfway across you see the sign that says you are now entering into Mexico. On the other side, you are officially in Mexico. Progreso is a little tourist town. We enjoyed walking the streets and checking out the little booths. We also enjoyed stopping at one of the little bars that sits all along the road. And there, of course, we had to have a little itty-bitty drink and enjoy the music. We enjoyed the drink and the ambiance. And after that, we explored a little bit more of the town and finally made our way back to the good old USA. Our final excursion here in McAllen was a trip to South Padre Island. South Padre Island is about an hour and a half from the RV park in McAllen that we stayed at. And it is a beachfront resort. I mean, don't get me wrong. South Padre is a nice little place, but as far as beachfront resorts go, well, I'll take the ones in Florida any day. Although, we found a nice beachfront bar where we had a drink, and the food was okay, and we could have eaten right up there along the edge of this deck, but let me give you a pro tip. Don't do it. And here's why. And now you know where Alfred Hitchcock's got his inspiration. After spending a good portion of the day exploring South Padre, we went to Dirty Al's for a snack before making the trip back to the RV park. I had oysters, and yes, they were good. And it was a nice place to sit and just enjoy the view from the dock looking out at the boat. And another pro tip, this place, the food was good, and the birds, they behaved. They just sat there and watched. And that kind of ends our stay here in McAllen, Texas. Hey, it's winter. We didn't do a lot. We just kind of passed the time enjoying friends at the RV park alongside the pool and the spa, and for the most part, we just took a couple of trips here and there. We took care of some business that, is just a part of life, and we finished planning out the rest of this year, which, by the way, is going to be interesting, and we certainly hope that you join us. So, as usual, if you look down in the description below, you'll find the links to the 1 or 2 places that we visited this time. And Janet and I hope you enjoyed this video, and we hope you join us as we explore our next